cleaning business friends, welcome to my channel, and I hope you can like and subscribe. Make sure the notifications are turned on so you can see when I post a new video. So for today's topic, I want to talk to cleaning business professionals regarding your client's privacy and your safety. With any type of service job that you're going into a client's home, your client's privacy is of the utmost importance. Whether you are a cleaning business owner, a plumber, HVAC, electrician, you need to be very mindful that you're walking into somebody's home, their sanctuary. It could be an office, there could be your personal information laid out. You have to respect their privacy. What do I mean by respecting your client's privacy? Well, for cleaning business owners, we like to get a lot of before and after pictures. At least I do, because I like to show my clients the progress or the work that I did, or even use it for my advertising. So I always make sure that it's outlined in my terms and conditions that photos may be taken, but will only be published with my client's approval, a written approval, meaning I text them or I email them and I show them a picture and I say, hey, can I use this? And they're totally fine with it. They say, sure, there you go, I got approval. But I never have photos of personal objects. I don't have pictures of their wedding as like on a cover photo, or pictures of bills of like me cleaning up a desk and there was bills and now there's not. Nothing that can be zoomed in with their personal information do I post. A before and after of a clean sink? Yes. A bathtub? Sure. Folding some blankets? Sure. But I only do it after I get my client's approval first. As a cleaning professional, before and after pictures are great for my advertising. And it's also nice to show my client what I have done. But again, you have to get their permission first. If they say, no, you can't use it, then you have to respect that. Then no, you can't use that. Even if it's a great picture, unfortunately, it is what it is. This is your client's home. And if they don't feel comfortable with you using their photos, then you need to respect that. I admin a very large group on Facebook called Cleaning Business Tips. There's over 8,000 professional cleaners and growing. And one thing I stress a lot in the group is, if you want to come to the group and vent or complain or ask questions or learn, don't mention your clients' names. Never post anyone's address. Never post their home pictures where you can see all the personal information in the background. Sometimes cleaners will ask, like, what would you quote to clean this room? And in the room, it's everything. It's their kids' graduation pictures. It's this, it's that, it's personal objects. And I contact the person who posted it and say, please take that down. Unless your client knows that you took a picture of their bedroom and you're posting it on social media, you should not be posting it. You can ask how to quote a room. You can describe how it looks. You can, maybe even have a picture of the books and the comforters, but blur out all the graduation photos or pictures of people's faces. Personal information should not be posted that quickly and readily on social media. It's somebody's home. If you're out in public space, we're being videotaped all around. You can't walk outside of a Target without cameras pointing at you. It's public access. It's public roads. I can film anyone on a public street. I'm outside. When I'm in your home, I need to respect your home and your rules and your boundaries. It's a different environment. It's a different situation. And especially as a professional service provider, I need to be even more mindful of my clients' wishes. As a professional cleaner, I go into buildings and homes all day long. And I don't have a routine. I don't go to an office every single day where it's the same place that I go to. It's a different place every single day. So for my own safety, I always like to let somebody know, let my husband know where I'm going, the address, the information, how long I'm probably going to be there for, in case, God forbid, something were to happen to me, or on my way there and the car veers off and I'm in a ditch. At least they can kind of track my way there, or have tracking on my phone set up. So I also have to be very mindful of my safety and security when I'm going into a client's home too. Just like my client needs to be able to have a trust in me that I'm going to maintain their privacy, they need to be able to trust that I'm going to be careful of their belongings, and I need to be able to trust that they're going to be safe towards me and that I'm going to be in a safe environment. So I always want to make sure that somebody knows where I'm going and what the address is and how long of a time span I should be there. Because if God forbid something were to happen, at least they would know that would be my last point of contact. I don't unlock the door for anyone unless my client specifically told me via text or message, because I get everything in writing. I don't like doing verbal because I don't want any kind of miscommunication or somebody forgot. I want it all in writing. Unless my client texts me, FYI, so-and-so is going to be there, or this person is going to show up and this is what they look like and this is what they're going to do or what time they're going to get there, then I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. But if I don't get any information from my client and someone's knocking at the door, oh, I'm supposed to pick this up from them. Yeah, come back later. They're in the bathroom right now. Or I won't even acknowledge. I won't answer the door. And I've had that situation before in the past where I'll take a picture of the person, I call my client, I send them the information, I say, hey, someone's at the door and I'm not opening it. And they're like, oh no, that's okay, that's our neighbor, they're just dropping something off, or whatever the situation is. And my client was very grateful that I did, because it also shows that I have situational awareness. I'm seeing what's going on around me, around the house. I'm kind of like protecting the house in a weird way. Like if somebody's going to walk up my client's driveway that shouldn't be there, I can take a quick picture, a quick video and send it to them. So I like to be conscious of my environment, not just for my safety, but also for my client's safety too. When it comes to cleaning offices, commercial properties, or even my client's home and it's a home office and there's papers, I like to let my clients know there's certain things I just don't feel comfortable moving. Papers, receipts, bills, money, anything that's laid out on a desk that my client is working on, I'm not going to shuffle it around just to dust under it. They may have it in a certain order, and if I move it around, now the order is changed up. They may be working on it and they don't want me to touch it, or it may be very personal information that I don't feel comfortable moving or looking at. So when a desk is quote unquote cluttered with too much paperwork or prescription, medication, money, jewelry, I go around it or I don't touch the area at all. And I let my client know for what reason. And about 100% of the time, they're totally fine with that because they wouldn't want me moving their stuff around anyway. So communication with your client is key to maintaining their privacy, your safety, and an open line of communication is what will keep the client service provider working out pretty well. I also do like to have in my terms and conditions how I will exit. Am I locking the door behind me or am I leaving it open? I have some clients that say you can leave it unlocked because I'll be home shortly, or you can lock it. Or don't lock the back door, only lock the front door. Whatever the procedure is, I always want to make sure the client tells me via text or email so that there's no miscommunication. And I keep a note on my phone on how this client wants me to lock their doors or to not lock their doors so that there's no miscommunication. Everybody knows what page we're on and that my client's home or office is kept safe after I have exited the premise. As a service provider, I'm not just cleaning toilets, I'm providing customer service to my clientele. So having open communication with them is vital. When it comes to being in my client's home, people may have different religious practices that they practice or preach. So I like to kind of communicate with them or ask them if there's anything in particular that I should or should not touch prior to touching it. For example, I had one client many years ago who would write things on the top of a door frame, like Psalms or biblical quotes. And I understood that they were biblical quotes just based on reading. So I asked her ahead of time, should I wipe this off the door frame? Because I wasn't sure if it was considered dirty or something that should stay up. I wanted to know prior to wiping it off. Just like if I were to see crayon marks on a wall, I would assume I would have to wipe it off. But because it was written like Psalm, I wanted to ask her. And she said, no, don't. That's something that we like to do for our religious practices. And I said, absolutely, no problem. And I didn't touch it. So again, people practice or do things in their home that makes them comfortable, that they love, that they enjoy, and that's their prerogative. It is not my place to judge, nor is it your place to judge what somebody does that's safe in their home. I just ask questions because I just want to make sure, am I supposed to clean this or am I not supposed to clean this? So again, open communication and respecting your client's privacy and respecting their home is extremely crucial in any kind of client customer service type based business. I would also suggest if you're ever in an environment where you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel safe, you have every right to turn around and leave. Whether it's a loose animal that's very aggressive and you're scared for your safety, or weapons that are not properly stored away, or any kind of illegal paraphernalia that you don't feel comfortable being around, I would definitely suggest to take photos and videos of the situation, go to a safe place in the house or exit the building and contact your client immediately and let them know what it is that's there that's not making you feel comfortable, and then reschedule if you have to, or even deny the client if it's something that you don't want to be in the presence of. I hope these tips help as a cleaning professional or any kind of service industry where you're entering your client's home or office so that you can maintain a healthy and safe environment, and not just for you, but for your clients as well.